Good morning. Good morning. My name is Mike Newsome, and I'd like to welcome you to our Saturday morning business presentation. I am a brand ambassador with Akana. I am a founding member with Akana, and I'm also a scan coach with Akana. So I am honored to be able to share some information with you today to take you through our presentation, just to give you some information to expose you to what we're doing. You were invited to this call because you probably had a conversation with someone who wanted to share some information with you, and this is the next step in the process. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk a little bit about the company Akana. We're going to talk a little bit about the health and wellness market and the environment that we're doing our business in. We're going to talk a little bit today about our product line. Every company's got to have a good product to bring to the market, and we're going to show you a little bit about our product line. And then toward the end of the presentation, we're going to answer the question, what's in it for me? Why am I here? How can I connect and be a part of this movement that's happening? So as you can see, we're going to start with our first slide. The meaning of Akana, the name of our company, means in the hands of God. And this is really a great slide to start the presentation with, because in the hands of God, it's kind of like a prayer getting started. And what it means is that we're covered, protected, and blessed. So there's no better place to be than in the hands of God. So our company is a relatively new company, a young company. We launched in April 20th of 2019 with a line of CBD products, essential oils and wellness line. And in 2020 and in 21, we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle, our flagship product. We have more than 28,000 customers. I believe this number is actually more, around 30. We just did a major push in the month of November. And I know my personal customer list has expanded. So I know throughout the whole company, we've grown tremendously just over the last 30 to 60 days. Our company is community minded, and we reinvest 1% of our gross profit to empower underserved communities. We have an executive team that's just full of powerhouse executives. Bo Tomlin, who's part of our medical board, Christian Phillips, who's our chief operating officer, the great Melissa Boston is our visionary CEO, the amazing Phyllis Nash is our CSO, and Jose Soriano. So those who are already a part of our project know who these people are. And if you don't, and if you're here as a guest today, first of all, I'd say welcome, and we are so glad to have you. But you will get to know these people and know that these leaders on this screen are visionaries and are leading this company to billion-dollar big. We have an advisory board. We're a health and wellness company, and we have an advisory board made up of professionals from all different backgrounds who make sure that we're on track, that we're medically sound, and that we are following the trends that are in the industry. And going back one slide, the gentleman in the middle, Dr. Eric Prince, he is the formulator of our product line, a brilliant young naturopath, and I'll talk a little bit about him a little bit more later. So as a business, the company Akana has identified 4 market segments that they wanted to kind of touch base in. Now, our strength is in the $3.4 trillion health and wellness industry. And we'll talk a little bit about our product line and how we do things in that market segment as we go through. But we're also touching base in the crypto and Forex financial education market, which is $2.4 quadrillion business. We're in the $7 trillion travel business, and it's all wrapped up in the home-based business industry, which is one of our strengths. It gives us an opportunity to reach out to people like you and I, and gives us an opportunity to tap into these markets without, having, large amounts of upfront capital. The home-based business industry is probably one of the most under-recognized tools for economic growth that most people aren't educated on, and that's what we do. We kind of educate people how to take advantage of utilizing the home-based business industry. Our company has a mission. We believe that health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright, And by offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. Our company has a vision to elevate the well-being of your body and soul. Our company has a philosophy. We believe true well-being is only found by connecting, just as our great-grandmothers did, to the garden, the earth, and our inner wisdom. So why is wellness so important? One of the stats that is absolutely heartbreaking is that we have given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. By 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people between the ages of 20 and 49 years old. And that's a shame. And we're in the richest country in the world. We have every convenience, and maybe that's part of the problem. We have too much of everything, and it's impacting our natural lifestyle. So let's continue on that trend in terms of our lifestyle and our health. You know, with the generation being predicted to have a shorter lifespan, why is that happening? In 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease in the United States. And for 25% of them, they had no shot at getting it right. When they had that heart attack, that was it, death. They didn't have a chance to go on a diet. They didn't have a chance to change into a plant-based diet or get off of the meat and get on the proper medications, whatever it may be. The first evidence was that they were gone. And what's happening is, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, we're showing 3 different conditions that lead to a heart attack. One is a healthy condition, is where your arteries are clean and your blood is flowing properly. But over time, based on the types of food that we consume, plaque starts to build up on your arteries, and it prevents blood from flowing freely, and it starts the congestive process. And then it gets to the point in the third section at the bottom, is that you have a blocked coronary artery, which will lead to something like a coronary bypass, or again, 25% of people, death. So one of the things that we teach and inform people on, there's another way. You know, why is the plaque and arteries building up in your system? Well, you'll hear it later on in the presentation. It's the food that we're eating. And part of the philosophy that we share with people is that you have to eat to your blood type. So let's see if we can put in the chat real quick. Do you know your blood type? I'm going to stop sharing for 1 second and drop it in the chat and what your blood type is. Let's see who on this call knows what their blood type is. And I'll start it off. I am a O positive. O. Okay. We got another O negative. Oh, we got an A. Fantastic. So it's very important that you know your blood type, because it actually impacts the types of food you should eat. There's a whole science, there's data out there that tells you certain types of foods are good and not good for you. I'm going to go back to the presentation. Okay, let's see. All right, so your blood type is actually a more reliable measure of your identity than your race, culture, or geography. It's a genetic blueprint that can tell you, again, how you can live most healthfully based on what you're eating. Oops. Okay. And again, this is what we're talking about. There's 4 basic blood types. There's A, which is the agrarian blood type. B is for balance. O is for the oldest blood type. And I saw a lot of O's in the chat. And A is the golden blood, which is a combination of the A and the B's. And again, the science has been done to determine what types of food you should eat. Now, one of the things that people say, oh, one of the best things you can eat is chicken. Eat chicken breast, chicken breast, chicken breast. And if you're type B, guess what? Chicken breast is not your friend. If you're type O, catfish and white wine is not your friend. And if you're type A, you should be primarily a vegetarian. So if you kind of do the math and see when you eat certain foods and how you feel, there's a science behind that. So what are the things that we do in Akana is we understand what it means to eat to your blood type, but we also have technology. We have amazing technology that helps you understand what's not just you can kind of see what's happening on the outside, that you may need to lose a few pounds. That's the evidence, but what's going on the inside? And we have certified health coaches that are equipped to assist. People like myself are here that are going to be able to come and sit down with you, do an assessment, and give you documentation within an 85 to 95% accuracy rate on what's happening on the inside. What we have is called a bioscan, or digital wellness analysis. Don't wait for the crisis. And part of the service that we provide our friends in our community is by performing this bioscan service, we are practicing preventative health care. Our health culture today is geared more on the reactive side, dealing with the sickness versus with the cause. And when we can present information with an 85 to 95% accuracy of what's happening in their body ahead of the crisis, we're ahead of the game. How many times have we heard stories of they went to the doctor, they've been going to the doctor all along and everything is fine. And then, on their last visit, they're at stage 4, whatever that may be, or whatever disease that may be. But, so we have an answer. We have a solution to that. By going out and sharing this bioscan technology with people, we're identifying issues before they get to the crisis. The technology is amazing. It's non-invasive. It's no radiation involved. It's based on reading energy at the cellular level. You get your results in 2 minutes. And like I said, it's 85 to 95% accurate. And it's not new technology. It's just been suppressed technology. This is what you get when you sit down with a bioscanner and a coach. You get an analysis of your major functions. This particular report shows this person's liver, and they're showing them protein. They're showing 5 different markers: protein, energy, detox function, bile and liver fat content, and it gives you a color-coded report on the status of that particular organ. In this case, 3 of her markers are in green, which is good, but green is good, yellow is blue is mild, yellow is moderate, and red is severe. And in her case, she's got a moderate abnormal function in her bile secretion. It's on the low side. And on this, also on her report, her fat liver content is moderately abnormal because it's in the yellow. So it's easy to understand, it's easy to explain, and it gives you an indication of what's happening. And this bottom one, fat liver, that's the trend in society, because the liver is one of your primary filters of toxins. And if your filter's clogged, you're going to have issues. And this will reveal information that helps you take proactive care of yourself. You could be proactive in your healthcare. Take a look at this video, and let me stop for 1 second and share it. I'm going to make sure that I have it optimized, and it does. Okay, great.
Two-thirds of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the U.S. already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis, leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, actually dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer is in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
2/3 of adults.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. So let me just give you a piece of information. If you want, jot this down. The last gentleman who spoke, his name was Dr. Michael Clapper. He's got a video on YouTube where he goes into more detail about what he just talked about. And if you look under Michael Clapper, he's doing a TED Talk. And it's about maybe 15, 20 minutes. And he does a real good explanation on exactly what he just talked about, on how the food chain is contaminated and how a plant-based diet is really the way that your body is going to function at its optimum. And the types of food that we're eating is causing a lot of the issues that we're seeing in our friends, family, and even in ourselves. So that's a little side note. So what are we striving for? What are we striving for? What you see on the screen right now is what's called blue zones. And there are only 5 blue zones in the whole country, in the whole world, I'm sorry, which gives you an extent of how big an issue it is in terms of the human condition and taking care of itself and achieving longevity. Okinawa, Japan, Ikaria, Greece, Sardinia, Italy, Nicoya, Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, California, United States. We want to save the world, but it starts one household at a time. Turn your own home into a blue zone. Create an environment where your family's living to be 80, 90, 100 years old because you've made the adjustments in your lifestyle because you were informed and educated. So let me share some information that was just shared with you by the doctors and things that you already know. That the problem in the United States is that we eat too much meat, we eat too much junk food, and we don't get enough exercise. Animal protein, processed food, and sedentary lifestyles. Too much animal protein impairs our kidneys, organs, and cells, contributing to aging faster, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. And a quote from Dr. Oz, our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger. So these are some major causes of our issues. If we can address these issues, then some of the things that we're being diagnosed with and that we're on medications for will take care of themselves. Our body is an amazing machine. Take a look at this video.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the U.S. are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The flat belly lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type. And to promote a healthy gut, eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
So we're starting to transition a little bit into a little bit more about the product line and what we can do to address those issues we just identified. We just identified that the health and wellness market segment is a multi-trillion-dollar business. We just identified that there's a tremendous need in our community, in our household, in our community, the country, and the world. They need what we have to offer. So what do we have to offer? You just saw a presentation of our flagship product, the Flat Belly Lifestyle, formulated by Akana and Dr. Eric Prince. We have a protocol that works. And these are the testimonies that you see right here. You see before and after pictures of people who were on our 7-day protocol or our 21-day protocol, and you can see the results that our product line gets. It works, guys. Our products flat out work. Now, and they're made of all natural products, things that you can understand and read. And if you take it to your doctor, he's not going to have, and we recommend that, hey, take it to the doctor, show him what you're taking. Everything is natural, not chemically man-made, but you can see for yourself the results. Here's some more. Listen to this testimony. Not only has she gotten phenomenal results, as you can see in terms of her weight loss between 2019 and 2022, but listen to this testimony.
I was able to lose 14 pounds, 6 inches. And I love the way I look. I'm not gonna lie, I am loving this. But let me tell you what I love even more. I dropped my cholesterol 50 points. Blood pressure stabilized. And my doctor and I had been fighting for the last 5 years because she wanted to put me on a statin, and I absolutely refused. And she told me I would never change my cholesterol, lower it by diet alone. Well, you can know how excited I felt when I had dropped it 50 points. I want to be optimally healthy until the day I just close my eyes and I'm not here anymore. I hope you join us.
There was challenges to my 21 day. There was a lot of success in the way of learning my temple. Hearing my body, hearing what doesn't need to be in my body. We're talking, I like to call my parasites other voices. And I got to see which voices were mine all along and which ones weren't. I was told, being an A blood type of my mom a long time ago, that I was literally a vegetarian. And now knowing what having an A blood type means, now understanding how to juice, now understanding that I need raw foods, it's a game changer.
It is definitely a game changer. So we have evidence, we have results, we have a system that works. So this is where we come in. We have a message. We have an answer to a issue in the marketplace. So now you're talking business. Let's talk a little bit about business now. So we have a solution that we're bringing to the market through our Flat Belly Lifestyle in our entire product line. We have a product line that has over 100 different products in it, but that are all natural, all healthy, all good for you, things you can incorporate into your day-to-day life. And this is our flagship product. Product number one is our Flat Belly Cleanse, and it's the mucus and parasite remover. Product number two is our liquid colonic, and it'll clean your bodily organs and your colon. It's a liquid. It's a tea. And we have the Restorer, which will help regenerate your cells. And not only we cleansing the parasites and the bad things out, we're going to regenerate and revitalize your cells and your organs with our products. And we also have a new product. Everyone wants to know, well, if I start decreasing my meat intake, how do I get my protein? Well, there's multiple ways. Animal protein is not the only type of protein. And if you look at, if you think about it, how do the animals get the protein? They're eating grass, they're eating plants. So there's other ways that you can have more than enough protein to sustain health and growth. We even have bodybuilders using plant-based protein. And speaking of information, there's another documentary called Game Changers, and it's geared toward athletics and how championship level athletes are now changing their diet to plant-based diet and how their performance has improved. So again, the science supports what we're doing. We also have a new, it's not new, but a powerful superfood in our product line called the aronia berry plant. And you see a picture of it here. It accelerates weight loss, tastes delicious. It has an ORAC score that's off the chart at 41,000, and it reduces inflammation in your body. So the aronia berry is really unique in terms of, again, the ORAC score, and it tells us, the ORAC score itself tells us how effective the product is on removing free radicals from your body. And again, aronia berry is one of the top, if it is the top in comparison to some of the other popular berries that have been marketed. And as you can see on the very far right-hand side, Noni is a well-known popular brand of nutrition drink, and aronia berry probably more than 10 times that. So we have a couple different packages, which is, again, the mucus eliminator, the detoxification herbal tea, the superfoods that will nourish your cell, and the protein. The other component of our product line involves CBD-based products. What we do is also go out and teach and educate people on the benefits of CBD. Listen to Dr. David Allen.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
Wow. That is really a mouthful. He said a whole lot in that little bit of segment. But long story short, we've been misinformed for a very long time about about the marijuana plant, the hemp plant, and the uses of the hemp plant. And we've all been, miseducated, thinking that it was something that was bad, that was illegal. And in the eyes of society, in the eyes of the way the culture, it was, because it was outlawed. It was, people have done tremendous amounts of jail time behind it. But beyond all of that, there's a medicinal purpose for this plant. And the world is waking up to the benefits of the medicinal benefits of the hemp plant, and we've captured that in the form of our product line that is designed not to get you high, but to get you healthy. So, and it touches these systems that you see on this slide right here. So again, we're talking about learning and unlearning. CBD is what we're utilizing in our program. It's non-toxic, non-intoxicating. It stimulates receptors in the brain. It helps regulate pain, perception, anxiety, nausea. Medical applications include anti-inflammatory and pain relief. Those are the benefits that we're going for. So, part of what we do is educate about the medicinal benefits of the hemp plant and CBD. So as you can see, we have high quality, high level products with different formulations in our pure label, our gold label, our black label, all different formulations that conform to legal standards and guidelines. We have a wide variety of products that go from the gummies and the tinctures to the pain. This pain relief is an amazing product. You put it on, and within a short period of time, you're going to feel the impact. It's one of our most popular products. We have products that will enhance your creativity and your passion. So we have a broad spectrum of products. We have beauty and skincare for your hair, for your skin, and all these things are high quality, beautifully packaged products that ship flawlessly. So kudos to our corporate team. So from a business perspective, we have a wide variety of products, but we also have infrastructure in place to make sure that you can get your product to your customer. So you don't have to worry about that. And as a disclaimer, since we are talking about the hemp plan, we're talking about THC, we have a disclaimer that our products are not for use for persons under 18, or if you're nursing or pregnant, you must be at least 21 to purchase or consume consumables in Delta 8 products. So we have a disclaimer, and we stand behind the disclaimer. So let's move into the next segment in terms of what's in it for me. How can I connect with this vision? How can I connect with this message? How can I help get this word out to our community and to our families about what's going on in the healthcare system with this, and how we can make a difference utilizing the system that we're sharing with you today? You can be a person 1, 2, or 3. The person who invited you here today will, after they finish this call, they'll give you a call and say, "Hey, Mike, what did you think? I mean, what did you like best about what you saw? Do you feel that you're, number one, a customer, brand ambassador, or a entrepreneur?" And I'll kind of go through quickly on what those mean. One, a consumer means I love the product line. I see the value. I need to get healthy. I need to lose weight. I need to start addressing some of these issues that were identified through the bioscan, and I want to be a customer. And we can get you connected as a customer. We'll get you your own personal customer website. We'll show you how you can take advantage of opportunities in the travel, in the financial education industry, like I told you about earlier. But this gives you direct access to a product line, and you can control your ordering and work with it and become a customer and enjoy the benefits that way. So the next level of participation would be connecting more on the entrepreneurial level, more on the business level, where we're going to show you how to start your own online business. And we're going to teach you how you can help other people improve their health and wealth, and by launching your own online dispensary, and how, if you desire, we can get you on the track to be a wellness coach. So what's the advantages of being in business for yourself? You know, especially in a home-based business. Again, I tell you, that's one of the best type of businesses that you can start. You know, time freedom, residual income, bonuses, trips, a business that you can actually will and pass down to your children. So you're creating generational wealth. You're starting a company that you can pass down for little or no overhead, and you automatically going to take advantage. These are some of the opportunities that you can take advantage in this industry. So what do you get when you, how do you create your online store? You just enroll as a brand ambassador for $29.99. That gets your website up and going. We'll show you how to make 20 to 50% off of the sales of your product. And again, we talked about the wide diversity that we have in our organic product line. So but when you enroll as a brand ambassador, you go ahead and get your website set up, but you also invest in the product line, which for the $3.99 package, you're going to get, and you're going to get over $1,000 worth of product. And not only are you going to have an opportunity to sample the products, because you're going to get a 21-day cleanse, which, you know, you're going to understand the power of what you have. If, again, we're thinking business minded right now, but you also have a couple other products in there for you to try and sample. And if you so choose, you can actually sell these products. So that's level one in terms of taking the next step from an entrepreneur level at the $3.99 brand ambassador level. And then we're starting to take it a little bit to the next level. You're becoming more of an entrepreneur. You're starting to see the bigger picture. You see what we can do in the marketplace, and you have two opportunities to get into the coaching track: the $7.99 and the $14.99. The Sapphire Pack and the Diamond Pack is a step up where you're going to be able to get more products for you to sample and to sell, so that you're going to be able to recoup your investment just by, you're going to receive $1,400 worth of product, and you can actually go out and sell these products and recoup some of your investment. Of course, we highly encourage you to use the product so that you'll be a product of the product, and you'll be able to talk confidently about the success that you had using your product, because that's the only way that people are going to follow you, if they know that you've done it, and they see the belief in you. And then the Diamond Pack, which is the top of the line, that means you see it, you get it, let's go. Plenty of product for you to try, plenty of product for you to sell. $3,260 worth of product for $14.99. So already you're plus positive with your investment. You can go out and be aggressive with your business, working with your business partner, and we can show you how to get the business started at a very high level. And if you decide to run fast, and that's not a requirement, you know, you don't have to go out there. You know, people have misconceptions sometimes about these type of businesses. You know, we're going to show you big dollars, but like any company, if it was easy, anybody would do it. And it takes time, it takes effort. But if you're willing to put in the time, you're willing to put in the effort, you can achieve the goals that you set for yourself, because you got a system and a team that's going to work with you. So, and we have a track for you to run on. So we're talking about some of the financial benefits in terms of the system. I'm not going to go over everything, but there are more than 12 different ways for you to generate revenue in your own home-based business. You're going to have a product line. You can set yourself up as a coach. You're going to have the ability to expand your business through duplication, and you're going to have you have a marketing plan and a compensation plan that's going to compensate you in multiple ways as you start to develop the income goals that you set for yourself. And there's even a fast start bonus, where if you do a certain amount of business within 7 days, we're going to compensate you. And this is, again, part of the fast start bonus, and you can earn your investment back in 30 days if you so desire. Get back with the person who invited you. They'll help you develop a game plan and a strategy to hit some of these goals if that's what your desire is. Again, part of the compensation plan, which is brilliant, is that they've created revenue pools that you can participate in. So we're not talking about participating as like a stockholder and you get a share of the net profits. We're talking about revenue. We're talking about revenue off the top of the generation, the funds that's generated by the company. And we're going to show some charts in 1 second, but there's plenty of room for growth. These shares are doable, and you can get to them with the understanding of what you're going for, and working with the person who is going to be your business partner. The company has built-in incentives so that, yes, we're going to work, yes, we're going to make money, but when we're successful, we're also going to celebrate and travel the world together. So again, we have support. You heard some of the doctors, the last doctor, Dr. David Allen, he got a little technical. So, we're going to train you. We're going to make sure that you have the information that you need so that you can go out there and be productive and successful out in the marketplace. We're not just going to, throw you out there and say, good luck. We're going to be with you every step of the way. We're going to get you a certification. We're going to teach you, train you, and coach you. So as we wind down, are you ready to live the life you always imagined? Do you want to be your optimum self? Do you want to be healthy? Do you want to be wealthy? We just shared with you a way that you can get there. If this fits with you, if this fits with your personal brand, this message connects with you in terms of helping yourself get healthy, helping our loved ones get healthy, helping our community get healthy, this might be for you. So when you're making this decision, when you're making this evaluation, select a company. And we may not be the only company that you're looking at. We may not be the only business opportunity that you're looking at, but there's got to be a connection. But when you do that, when you make the decision, make the analysis, select a company that's at least 18 months old, because 90% of the companies who start don't make it. And we've been around since 2019, so we've made it through COVID, and we're going stronger than ever. And according to Harvard, the Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. If it's less than 100,000 people, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. So guess what? You're looking at the opportunity of a lifetime. Look at this growth curve right here. We're down toward the bottom, pointing toward momentum. We're developing a strategy, and we're being coached on how to become billion-dollar big. We're talking about revenue pools that you can participate on the way from where we are to $1 billion. And just think about it. In today's economic conditions, companies go to $1 billion really quickly. So the question is, do you want to be a part of the growth, and do you want to be able to benefit from the growth? And there's a path forward for you to do that. Your work and the things that you do are not just going to be, the company's not just going to benefit, you're working because it's going to benefit you too. You have a direct that the success of the company is a direct correlation to your success. So we're at the end of our presentation, and I hope that what I've shared with you makes some sense. I would say get back with the person who invited you here. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen here so I can try to see you again. And as our presentation says, welcome to the family. We're gonna count you as family just for attending this presentation, because at a very minimum, you can benefit by becoming one of our customers. We hope that you decide to stay around for the presentation that's going to be in the next 8 minutes or so. Again, get back with the person who invited you. Let them answer all your questions. If you need some other validation, we can make that happen too. So with that being said, it's been a pleasure and an honor to be able to share with you this morning. And again, stay around for the training in about 5 or 10 minutes. Have a great day. And that's our presentation for the day. Dr. Roz or Ms. Dorsey or Marcella, is there anything else